Hey guys, got a new t-shirt coming at you real quick. You've been super supportive with these and I really appreciate it. They've done so well. We've had a joke in our industry for quite some time that as long as there's an internet, we can't get fired. And so I present to you the Can't Get Fired Productions Vintage Style Tee. We have been joking about making this shirt forever and now I'm super happy we finally have. You can only get it until September 22nd. But get the Can't Get Fired Productions Vintage Tee. This is like my new favorite t-shirt now. I love this thing so much. I'm going to be wearing this everywhere. And only through September 22nd. Thank you for watching The Smoking Tire. Now enjoy your one take. Morning everybody, welcome to backwoods of Connecticut. One of my oldest friends in the world, Larry Kosilla of Ammo Detailing Products, one of the best detailers on the planet. And over how many years? How long you had this car for? 4?
Yeah, almost
5?
pushing 5.
So Larry bought this Porsche 964 C4 all-wheel drive. It's a 94?
It's a 91.
Oh, it's a 91.
Right.
Oh, I didn't realize that old. Okay. And you've always been kind of into 964s, and so you bought this one all-wheel drive for winter use, or for
I wanted it for everyday use in the beginning when I bought it, which was kind of a wacky idea.
Right, and then as you do, slowly down the rabbit hole of modifications, and now you've got a different engine.
3.8 engine from a 3.6.
Right.
Which boosted it roughly 40-50 horsepower. So in the world of doing a modification, it wasn't the smartest thing, but it's a 3.8, which is a big
So now you've got
302
2 at the wheels, horsepower.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
and what's it weigh?
With a foot wet, 3294 wet.
Okay.
And that was before all this stuff, though. So
and now you had the sunroof removed.
Right, 22, 25 pounds, a bunch of things that were fixed that were lighter now. So
still all-wheel drive.
Still all-wheel drive, but the suspension JRZ RS Pros are so neutered out. It basically pulled a lot of the push out of the car. There's still push, but way, way less than a normal car.
I drove this car on track for a drive film 3 years ago.
Monticello.
And it was actually pretty fun
Yeah.
for the current setup. But since I was in town doing some other stuff, I figured let's have another go. Now that it's been back to speed sport tuning for even more work, the removal of the sunroof. Now it's a full hardtop. So here we go.
We have no air conditioner, just for the record.
As part of the modifications, there's no air conditioning or heat in the car, so it's going to get hot and sticky in here. Also, you know, we're in Connecticut. They don't have the kind of roads like we have in California. They're beautiful, but I can't just bonsai it the whole way, so we're going to have to be kind and nice to our neighbors. So, things you've had to rebuild or replace in this car. Engine
from 3.6 to a 3.8. The
gearbox.
The gearbox is literally the only thing that I haven't changed. I rebuilt it, took it from the regular synchros, which are copper, I believe, to steel synchros. I got stuck in third gear on the track, lowest power. But the shifter is still like sloppy shifter.
It's kind of sloppy, but it's also kind of direct. You know what I mean? Like it wiggles a little side to side, but when you're actually going from gear to gear, it's easy to find the right gear.
Right. I never really had a problem doing that sort of thing. So gearbox was probably the least amount of work I've done, and it does need a 6-speed, I think.
I remember it's a 5-speed. Oh, look at this little vat. How lovely. I remember you bought...
Cop.
Oh, hello.
2 cop.
Dos Cops. Hello, Ossifer.
Well, I got him to pick his head up.
I remember when you had to get an exhaust for this car, it was as much as the entire crate engine cost for my Mustang.
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, that's a Brombacher exhaust, which I blew up in the first track event.
Did you really?
Yeah, like when they say blow up, I mean literally crack in half, blow up. I have pictures of it. It's crazy.
Well, it's got a good grumble. It's got a good linear power band.
Yeah, that's the good thing about this. There's no, it's power all the way through. There's no like surprises. So that's good. The brakes are upgraded brakes. They're 965 brakes, which they call.
Oh wow! Up
up top, huh?
It's loud. When you're outside, it just sounds so beautiful.
And so the ride, these roads are a little bumpy up here. The ride is not abusive, but it's definitely talking to me all the way.
Right. So you got the front on medium stiff, and you got the rear on full stiff.
Okay.
And the sway bars in the rear and the front are RS, and they're both at mediums. And we do that to try to induce, which is weird. We're trying to induce oversteer in a Porsche, which doesn't make any sense.
Dial out the understeer of
Right.
the all-wheel drive.
So the car actually handles a lot differently when you have gas in the car too. So right now we have about 3/4 of gas. And this is where I like to be on the track, right around here. If you have anything less than that, the nose gets a little bit light. So I have to really put a lot of weight on the brakes
to load it up,
to kind of load it up and get some pressure to stay
So
straight.
you're actually trying to get it to rotate under braking. That's
Right.
really where you
Right.
want it. Yeah.
That's exactly it, yeah. So I got the big brakes in here, and because
it's over like 55, it starts screaming good.
yeah, this thing's amazing.
Oh, that's delightful.
It really does feel good.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
It feels tight, considering you just had the top half of the car cut off.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They peeled off the entire roof and what did they peel off? The windows?
The way it works is the cowl is connected to the A-pillar, which is connected to the roof, which is connected to the C-pillar, or the B, or whatever you want to call it. So to fix the cowl, I either had to cut the A-pillars, I had to buy the whole entire roof, I cut the A-pillars just for the cowl, and then they said, well, you track this, and I said, yeah, I do a lot of track. They're like, the weakest point of the car is now going to be the A-pillars unless we change the entire roof.
Oh, God.
So I had to change the entire freaking roof. While we were doing that, I said, hey, can we just take out the sunroof? Because I don't really use it. It's 25 pounds. It breaks. It's a pain in the ass. When you're waxing it, you got the little the felt thing, like the fiber that's up there.
Yeah.
Whatever. And so they took that out, and we did the whole thing, which took 2.5 months to do.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it's a little bit crazy.
Super crazy. All right.
What else?
Where, let's see. We're going to find either a turn off or a U-turn spot. Maybe this one? That's a steep, weird road.
Yeah, that's super steep.
That's a steep, weird road. Okay, hang on. They got beautiful, I'm so jealous that you can just come out of your house and drive around on these roads.
Elevation.
Yeah, I've got to, drive outside of town to do it.
But we do get stuck in traffic.
You do get stuck, but it's not my version of traffic. That's just stuck behind a slow car. What I like about this is the turning radius is still pretty good, even with the all-wheel drive.
You're good at the side.
Yes.
Because of the monster brakes we
Hang
put
on.
here.
Oh, it really sings up top. Yes. Oh, it feels strong,
Yeah, it pulls great all the way through.
What was that? Because of monster
Because of the
brakes?
monster brakes, we had to put my favorite set of wheels was the D90s, which only came in 16s from the factory.
You are the only person on earth that likes those wheels.
I just think they're amazing. I wanted it to look as close to original as possible, so I had to get somebody to fabricate 17-inch D90s. Because this car with a C4 with 18s, when I had the Magnus Walker wheels on, it didn't like it. The car didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, the traction control and all that, it would fight. So the analog brakes wouldn't like it. It was really weird. So if you had a C2s love 18s because you could fit as much meat underneath the wheel well.
The C4s didn't like it?
C4 just didn't like it.
Weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. So you got to go back down to 17s. But I didn't have 17s.
I will admit that the remanufactured or whatever custom these wheels are, it looks pretty cool, but I don't like those standard 16s at all. I know you love them, but I do not.
I mean, the
love
look of the 16s.
I liked your cup wheels. Your gold.
Yeah.
The gold
I still have. I mean, I have I swap them out in and out every.
Those are good.
Like changing shoes.
Chris Harris loved these wheels though when I showed him pictures of your car.
Yeah.
He was about them. Oh, that's good. That's delightful. Car's pretty quick too.
Yeah, I mean it's heavy. Think about how heavy this thing is.
Yeah, I know it goes. Oh, that's the 22. Okay, I get it. I know where we are.
Yeah, like over there is the main route to Lime Rock. Remember, you got about a mile and cops again.
That's okay. So now what? Now you've got a car that has all-wheel drive, but no air conditioning and no heat. You've got a daily driver Porsche that you can't really daily.
That's why, if you listen to the podcast, that's the dilemma I have now. I have this amazing car, but now that I'm getting a little bit older and I have a kid and like all these other things, it's kind of like, do I really? Am I gonna put a suit on and go to a meeting? When
100%.
Yeah, like you sweating. Like right now, it's
it's a little sticky in here, if
Yeah.
I'm honest.
Yeah.
It's a little.
We call it 280 AC.
Yeah.
Two windows down, 80 miles an hour. There's your AC. In terms of winter, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Because like
With
your
no
feet,
heat, you really have a problem.
your feet get frozen because
Yeah.
the vents underneath are just popped open, so we have a little bit of air here, but very much.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
Yeah. There you go.
There it is. Oh, yeah.
You smell that exhaust? You smell that?
Aside from the lack of climate control, though, it wouldn't be too terrible. Like,
No.
I don't think it's too stiff. Not necessarily every day, but I don't think it's too stiff for a lot of driving. Like,
Right.
you could drive it a bunch.
Right.
And this seat, what is this?
Right here.
Is this the
Sparco.
Evo 2?
Evo 2s, yeah.
Evo 2s, yeah. It's a comfortable seat. And,
It's kind of a fun road. And we'll go away from the cops. Make it right here.
Oh, different road?
Yeah, different road, no cops.
Oh, hello. Listen to it sing. I get it. 100% I get it. It makes total sense.
Yeah.
This
The
is-
sound is pretty freaking crazy.
And it's tight as a drum. I mean, you know, you and I grew up with the Mustangs, and I went back there, and you know, my
like a
car
sloshy feeling.
is awesome. No, it's not that it feels sloshy because I've completely re-engineered the whole chassis, but it's like when you close the door, it sounds like a bucket of bolts.
Right,
That's what you have with the
right.
Mustang that you don't get with something like this.
Right. I hope the mic can pick up the sound because it's
Yeah, it will.
just great.
This car feels halfway between an old car and a new car.
Right. That's the reason. That's the reason I got it.
That's exactly where it sits. This is good.
It's just safe enough to do this. You know what I mean? Like I feel pretty safe, don't you? I mean, there's.
Yeah. No, I feel secure in the performance of the car. I'm
Right.
confident in the brakes. I'm confident in the suspension. I'm confident the car will do, you know, what it's told. It's good. Right? Oh,
Right.
stop sign?
Stop sign.
Well, that seems like a good time to end the video. Right here.
Hear the brake squeal?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful
fresh,
thing.
Fresh pads?
Fresh pads.
All right, Larry, ammonyc.com, ammonyc.com, all written out. I'll put the links in the video description for all the places you want to find Larry. He makes a great detailing product. He does detail cars himself, but
yeah.
you probably can't afford him. If you're watching videos on YouTube, you probably can't afford them.
There's a lot of how-to videos out there. I can
Yeah.
show you how to do it yourself.
This thing is super dope. I've liked this car from the very beginning, and it's prime right now. It's excellent.
There's not much more I can possibly do.
Oh no, it's golden. So keep it up, buddy.
Thanks, man.
And go check out Larry's stuff if you haven't yet. And thanks for watching my stuff, and I'll see you tomorrow. Later.